Capitec proudly brings you My Design Rules. Bank on better. Last week on My Design Rules, our duos pushed against the clock to bring their kitchen and dining spaces to life. With Beulah called away to Joburg for a family emergency, Fefe carried the torch solo, and emotions ran high when House Signature Chardonnay was announced as the challenge winners. To celebrate her achievement, Fefe enjoys an outing in the Winelands.
Winning the kitchen and dining moment, that was a memory and a half, and I think that's one of the most important spaces downstairs, so that's a huge one. I'm celebrating by going horse riding at Alpha Equestrian. I'm a bit nervous, but terribly excited as well. My word, the Woolies spread is looking so amazing, and I can't believe it's all mine. I don't have to share. So I've never had our best ever free-range beef brisket sliders and the prawn cocktails, but they are so, so good. With the 5,000 Rand gift card from Woolies, I'm definitely gonna go shopping. Definitely, a lot of dresses. My message to Beulah at this moment is just that we need to keep the momentum going, really support each other through the rest of the challenges, and just aim for those 12 bottles again.
After enjoying her Woolworths celebration moment, Fefe heads back out for her ride, and this time she's joined by some friendly competition.
The thing is that I picked up quite a lot that Zanel and I have similar style.
From the get-go, we've really hit it off, and there's no filter. There wasn't ever a filter with the two of us. And today I was the lucky one to join Fefe on her well-deserved win.
She's a pro at horse riding, so yeah, her teaching me a few things is quite cool, and perhaps she can convince me to come back one day. Just being out here and away from the construction, you're taking a break from all the snags and people asking you a million questions, and just getting to breathe and enjoy these beautiful mountains. The backdrop is gorgeous. I don't see it as my competition at the moment, but tomorrow it's on again.
Game face on, and it's back to side for the next challenge as they inch closer to the finale.
Yay, Jacob!
New week, new challenge on the horizon. Very excited. Every week is a clean slate.
We have an opportunity to improve ourselves, so let's see what happens this week.
Heerlijke koffie.
Thank you.
It's a new week and we have a new challenge ahead of us, and I think we're kind of rested after the mayhem of the kitchen and the dining, so we're ready.
Every day is a day closer to the finale, so spirits are up.
I'm pretty excited about this week. Still on my high from last week. I'm looking forward to getting more bottles.
Well, dears, welcome back. I hope you're well rested, but more importantly, I hope that you're feeling a little bit excited because we are nearing our finale. And with that, obviously, 600,000 Rand up for grabs, courtesy of Capitec. And that, of course, will allow you to bank on building a solid foundation for your dreams. Now, of this, 100,000 Rand goes to the viewer's favorite, and currently, House Signature Chardonnay is in the lead for this one. I want to know, though, as we get closer to unlocking this grand prize and all of this money up for grabs, have you changed your intentions and plans with how you might want to spend it? House Signature Chardonnay?
Yeah, no, my goals haven't changed on what I want to use that money for. It's still going to go to the business, but I think they'll agree with me if I say rehab.
Anybody feeling like a holiday, maybe?
Definitely.
House Signature Shiraz, what about you?
Are we being honest? Yeah, definitely a little bit of self-love and treat in there. It needs to squeeze in there. But obviously, it's a boost that any of us, I think, can do with. So a little bit for professional, a little bit for self-love and care.
What about you, House Signature Shannon?
Well, I mean, if I could be allowed to spend it unresponsibly, then yeah. But I think investing it in yourself and your career and all that is obviously top of the mind, but wouldn't mind for a long holiday.
This week, it's a 3-in-1 entrance hall challenge with 4 signature bottles up for grabs for the staircase, 4 for the wine cellar underneath, and 4 for the powder room.
Another 12-bottle challenge means that the other teams actually have a good opportunity to catch up with us, so we definitely have to put our best foot forward.
Welcome to Team Shannon's staircase. So we are planning on encasing our entire staircase in oak cladding, as you can see here. We'll also be having some walnut on the stairs themselves, which is going to be just that juxtaposition that we've been using throughout the entire house. We are also planning on keeping our beams exposed. I mean, the concrete work is so spectacular here. We've decided to celebrate it.
This is the transition space between your ground floor and your first floor. So we're really trying to make an impact with this space.
When people walk through the door, the front door, you really want to give them a piece of what this house is about. So, the materials have to be carefully chosen. The style has to be really obvious. It needs to come through, and for us, it's modern chic. So it's definitely about making that impact and making sure that you communicate that through design.
We need to win this week. If there's 12 bottles up for grabs, and Shannon needs to come last. And unfortunately, to my nearest bestie, Fefe, you guys also need to come second for us to catch up. Currently, we're standing in what will become our entrance hall. This is a very intimidating space. You have a lot happening. There's a lot of levels. There's not really a boundary to this area. So every single nook that you see needs attention and love this week.
The staircase is our opportunity to set the tone of our whole house. The staircase takes you to the bedrooms, to the bathrooms, and it needs to make a statement when you're entering the house because that's the first thing you see.
Staying true to their theme, house signature Shannon is using solid oak from Timber City and shelving supplied by PG Bison.
So this space over here is going to be our wine cellar. We decided to recess it underneath the stairs, but it's still accessible from the entry hall. We are doing a beautiful oak unit with some oak shelves that we're going to have the wines on an angle on. We're also going to do some backlighting for it. As soon as the lighting is on in here, it's going to look fantastic. So this is our wine rack. As you can see, we can comfortably accommodate up to 10 bottles on each row. We have decided to go with an oak rack that's going to be built into the stairs as well, which is being wrapped and cladded in oak as well. So it's going to look like a singular unit. We also have this beautiful cork backing that we're going to use on the back of the boards, such as so. This is from Laurie Weed, a local artist that we've done a lot of collaborations with.
Getting a bit of insight into what happens behind the scenes at Wheat Design is actually really interesting. Most people think of cork as a functional product and not really something that's aesthetically pleasing or something that can take up a form.
My studio have been working with cork for about 12 years. I first discovered cork in Paris and started doing research and traveling to Portugal.
Okay.
And ever since then, I fell in love with the material because of its sustainability, because the trees are never harmed. The trees are harvested, similar to grapes.
Yeah.
And cork has got many properties that's excellent for architecture, soundproofing, insulation, fire retardant. But essentially, this is virgin material which they granulate and they steam into molds. That's why it's got this unique smell.
Yeah.
It was like a fireplace.
Yeah, I really, really love the texture that you guys have created here. And the fact to know that this is all naturally made, naturally processed and comes like this is quite astounding. We try to celebrate natural materials. We've kept our ceilings bare. It's all about celebrating the structure, celebrating what the earth has to offer without, complicating it too much.
Our powder room is quite a small space, so we've gone with a beautiful large format tile from CPM, 1200 by 600. It's called Hilton Bone. It's beautiful. So we're using the floor and a little piece of the wall to kind of highlight and lighten up the space. I adore a powder room. It's one of the rooms in the house that never can be too much. It can never be too much texture. It can never be too bold. It needs to be an escape from the rest of the house.
This space is not the largest in the house. It's not supposed to be a space that you spend a lot of time in, so you need to really be considerate once you design here. You need to take into consideration the allowances for toilets, for people to stand up. So it's important to try not over-design the space. Keep it functional, but still value your aesthetics.
We're gonna let it rip in the powder room.
Yeah, we have some very exciting, playful elements that we're going to add to the powder room. We don't want it to feel like a serious space. Guests need to feel welcome in the space.
Up next, with 3 spaces to complete in one challenge, the pressure is mounting on the duos.
At Easy Life Kitchens, we design kitchens and our clients bring them to life. Your vision, our expertise, the perfect kitchen.
Instead of a traditional balustrade for their staircase, House Chardonnay have sourced round steel tubes from Buco, fabricated and installed by Stephen Bauer from SJR Steel Designs.
With our signature Chardonnay, there's always a touch of black somewhere. And I'm thinking that we do, a non-traditional handrail that goes from the stairs right to the top. And I think that'll create a really nice visual lead up the stairs. For the stairs, we are going to clad them so that it looks like a wooden staircase. And so we are bringing Parador in again to really carry through that floor and just make that entrance nice and light.
For the staircase, we've got this beautiful Parador laminated flooring, as well as a beautiful from staircase to ceiling balustrade.
We're standing next to our wine cellar. Or actually, wine cellar / wine display. The reason why this is already in, we utilized the time of Easy Life Kitchen's installers. So while they were here installing our kitchen, they asked if it's okay if they install, and we said, go for it.
Parador will be doing our staircase, and we have lovely walnut planks going up. For the powder room, we will be using the same lovely green tiles from CTM that we used in our scullery. The space looked absolutely magnificent with those tiles, and we just had to use it. Especially with our fun little quirky items we'll be adding to the space, I think it's just going to play off really well with the tiles.
To add further value to the home, Renelle meets up with James McKay from Taylor Blinds and Shutters to find out about their high-quality blinds and product warranties.
You maybe have something that can link into our very woody theme,
Yes.
maybe like a Venetian blind or something.
We do. Taylor started making blinds, and specifically Venetian blinds, in 1959.
Wow.
And we have two different options in our Venetians. We've got 50mm or 25mm. These come in natural wood, they come in bamboo wood, they come in styro wood, and in aluminium options. Based on what you've said, what I suggest is you look at some of our bamboo and wooden options.
Now, I love these, I'm absolutely in love with the colors and the texture. We're all about texture at House Shannon. And, I'm looking for something maybe not too light.
I think we have a winner in terms of your color selection, which is the Bamboo Natural, and this is a bamboo blind. So you can feel that beautiful light, the lightness of the wood, the natural colors. It'll complement your walls. It'll really kick out your grey tiles beautifully, and it will complete the decor of your home. We will have these made for you in record-breaking time and installed with excellence.
Perfect.
Correct.
Can't wait. Cool.
I'm out here at Display Wine in Belleville South to customize our wine cellar. I've worked with Display Wine before. They've helped me with a lot of projects in Joburg, so I'm really excited to be here in person.
So here we have the wine bar made of aluminium. I think it's going to work with the flow of the entrance, having horizontal bars as you walk in and seeing the wine in a label-facing position.
That would be perfect. I think it's just about customizing it now to our space.
Yes, of course, all our products are customizable.
This is a wine bar design that we spoke about, and it got the LED shining down on it, and it creates a nice flowing effect into the house.
And it fits a lot of bottles. I'm impressed. So is this one of your DIY options?
Don't worry, we've got you on this one.
Oh, my goodness.
We actually offer installation countrywide, so we can sort you out on site with this installation.
So thanks to our Capitec budget, we are sorted for our wine cellar, and it's as easy as tap and go.
When the owners open that front door of our house, I really want them to feel a sense of calmness. So that open staircase design with the thin, sleek steel balustrades, that will provoke the feeling.
The steel to achieve this was sourced and supplied by Buco, with fabrication and installation done by Bruce Oberholzer from wrought iron specialists Jets FX.
What we're seeing now is the start of our beautiful balustrade from Jet FX. It is a beautiful design. It's a side-mounted, full-height balustrade. It's side-mounted on the staircase, but bottom-mounted on the soffit of the ceiling. It's powder-coated black. It is beautiful. It's just going to be that timeless, elegant, clean add-on to the space. Because we have this beautiful off-shutter wall from Afrisam, we're really keeping it to a little bit of a robust wall style.
We are back at ISS, and this time for the powder room stone. It's going to be a predominantly light room in the powder room, and so we need something that really stands out.
Yeah, this is our smoked stone in our Caesar stone porcelain range. What's fantastic about this is it's highly durable, it'll last long, but also we want to maintain that beauty along with the functionality. So I feel like the smoked stone porcelain is exactly what you need. It's got all of this beautiful veining in it, and it's also got the stunning rough texture to it.
That's precisely what I love about it. It's the one piece or material that we're going to be using to really create our basin. Like literally the whole thing is going to be made out of stone, and it's going to be a special design, and this will be our touch of black.
We are at W Cellar in Tiger Valley, and we are looking for wines for our wine cellar. Ooh, these look familiar. I think we're going to stick with these. You know, we've had such a great opportunity to work with W Cellar on this, and you know, this wine is fantastic. It's extremely easy drinking without being pretentious. It's just, you know, good for a summer's day. It's very refreshing. It really feels like our house. W Cellar has such a great range of different wines. I mean, they have everything from your top-end reds to your everyday drinking. We will be stocking mostly signature Chenin. You know, it is our brand, it is part of our journey, and we'd like to display it.
At W Cellar today, we are looking for our wine that we can fill up the wine cellar. We're looking for white wine, and that's because we are house signature Chardonnay, which is a white wine. And it looks like we've got a whole bunch of bottles that happen to be Chardonnay.
Back on site, House Signature Chenin have used wallpaper by Paul Senyol by Robin Sprong for their staircase mural, complemented by the St. Leger and Viney Elatis wall vinyl covering collection.
It is bringing pops of color because our entire house is very neutral tones and it's wood, and even though lovely, but we're just feeling like this wallpaper is adding a little something to our home.
Yeah, it's a real surprise once you go up the staircase and you see this bright piece of art on the wall. It's so captivating. I'm absolutely in love with it.
We have a lovely marble plinth going in our powder room for our guests to enjoy. It's a little last ode to the wonderful marble that we've been using in our downstairs.
The basin is wall mounted, and we kind of have the taps cascading off the plinth, so it's going to be very interesting.
And drum roll for the basin, please. Brrr. It's the creme brulee bakkie again.
Up next, deadline day is fast approaching as the duos finish the final interior spaces of their homes.
Some things just don't need a glow up, but they still need maintenance.
To uncover the craftsmanship behind the wooden doors in all the homes, Ryle travels to George, where every panel, frame and finish is made with care by Profile Moldings and Doors, who specialize in custom and standard products.
Now, I believe there's a system that's really going to help us on site when it comes to hanging doors, the installation process.
This is a door and frame that has been pre-assembled in the factory with hinges, locks, everything installed already, and pre-primed, ready to go to site. So installation on site would be a very fast system, a few minutes, and you can have an entire door and frame installed. Eugene, let me introduce you to Ryle. Ryle, this is Eugene.
How's it going, man? How you doing? Yeah, lekker. Thanks so much, Ben. Listen, I'm so excited to find out about what I believe is the incredible game-changing system you're calling Ostium, right?
Yes, it's the Ostium system.
How exactly does this whole system work?
When your floors are finished, you're busy with final coats paints, your door comes pre-hung, already just assembled, just to install. Where a normal carpenter would hang 5 to 8 doors a day, you can do up to 5 to 8 doors an hour now. The door will usually be made 5 mil smaller than the opening. We give them a subframe so they can build according to that. When that's finished, they got the paint on, everything, the frame where the door comes assembled to site. It's 5 mil smaller, so it fits in nice and snug. Then it's literally just fixing it, plumbing it out, fixing down, and literally popping this on, and there's your door frame finished.
So essentially this is pre-manufactured. Does it mean that I have to then paint or choose a color on site once it's done?
If you can choose your color, we can actually get it sprayed in a spray booth for you, or we, like this frame, we send it out to you just with a primer coat, and you can just do your final coat on it. You can go for the option not just to have a painted frame, but you also have a solid oak frame as well, if you'd like to choose a solid oak.
Now, what an incredible world we just got to discover at PMD. And not just the technology and how seamless it is to install these products, but also the color options, the styles, and the textures. I can't wait to see what our duos decide when it comes to choosing what to implement in their homes. It's gonna be good.
You should check out these amazing lights that I found on Instagram. This is their website. They've got these amazing beaded lights.
Cool.
We are looking for a pendant light that makes quite a statement in our entrance foyer. Something that fits the Shiraz color scheme as well as all the features in the house. So that's the one, the stack pendant.
It has all our colors.
Yeah.
It's a local artist, so we're featuring locals, and I like it.
The website is easy to navigate on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold. Hi, Tavisa.
Hi, guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us today.
Pleasure.
We are House Shiraz, and we came across your light on Instagram. I think it's called a stack light.
All of our pieces are really like large sculptural pieces, and it's really about like making a statement in the room. At Mesh Tea Design Studio, we create statement lighting pieces. We are best known for melding technology with traditional crafts to create products that are really an expression of contemporary South African design. If you actually think about like an outfit, you always add like your jewelry at the end just to accentuate what you're wearing. And so that's how we think of our lighting pieces. It's like that accent piece at the end to bring the room and your design to life. How I got into the field of design, I always loved storytelling, and I thought it would be fitting to use design as a vehicle to tell those stories.
So can you tell me more about the stack light?
Yeah, so the stack light, the form is inspired by like a dress or like a skirt. So layered pieces, volume, and just like fun and delightful. I love design because it breaks down barriers. We all love beautiful things, and I think our pieces at Mesh Tea Design really invoke emotion, nostalgia, connection, collaboration, all of the things that make us all excited and that connect us as human beings.
It is so perfect for our staircase. We are super excited.
We're in the powder room, and one of the textures that we were looking to explore was lime wash, and we decided to do all the walls in the powder room and lime wash, and it looks really incredible. So beside me is our all-stone vanity. I love that it's mitered at the corners and it's got a bit of a step, so I'm really glad that the guys got that detail in. House Signature Chardonnay is totally kitted out with CTM's Amalfi Sabi mixer range. And this is essentially where we've brought in all the materials that you see around the house. So we brought the oak in as ledges. We've got a little unit here at storage, just to make sure that the space is functional still.
So we decided that we were going to mimic the beautiful marble plates that we have in our kitchen for our lights, and we are going to mimic that by cutting some wood plates, and it has been routed very beautifully here on the edges. So this is one of the almost finished plates. It was originally just going to be like this with our bulb in there, but then we found some leftover cork from our wine cellar, and we decided to cut it into circles and attach the piece that's going to hold the bulb to it, and then this essentially is going to go in the middle of our plate with the bulb, and then this gorgeous cover over it that just screws right in, obviously with this attached, and it's going to look a little something like that. Ta-da! So that's going in our hallway.
Lighting is very important when it comes to a staircase. It needs to be soft, it needs to be warm light, and it needs to be unimposing.
Our powder room is 90% almost finished. We still need to do a lot of cleaning in here, but our basin is in. It's a custom-made basin made from the Rudy's Choice bronze fantasy leather, the same marble that we use in our lounge. This is also from the Rudy's Choice bronze fantasy leather. We put a little lip on here on this wall.
We'll have these gorgeous blinds installed in our entrance hall from Taylor Blinds. What I love about these Venetian blinds is, unlike roller blinds, we have to roll the whole thing up. Here you can adjust the amount of light that you want come peeking through. We place these here specifically so that no one from the street can see you walking up and down your yummies in the morning. And it just adds some lovely privacy to your home, and it really just shades that sun and it creates this cool vibe in here. The effect that we created here by placing blinds in a double volume is really enlarging the space. It's also capturing all of the oak colors that we've been doing, especially in our staircase, in our powder room. It's just tying everything together.
We got these gorgeous frames from Woolies because, yeah, we have a lot of oak in our house, and so we're going to continue the theme. And yeah, we have some local artist paintings. We're going to install them all together, and it's going to create a series. These watercolor paints are incredible, and essentially, this is what we're going to end up with.
I think what's going to be the wow factor is the wine cellar as well as the balustrade itself, because those are the two elements that you see at the same time.
It looks so good. Never seen so many Chardonnay bottles, and I never thought I'd be obsessed with Chardonnay, but look at me now.
Stairs are coming along very, very well. This railing is my absolute favorite thing, amongst many others.
The walnut and oak hand railing was made by the on-site team, and the solid walnut treads complement the solid oak paneling sourced by Buco from Rare Woods.
We have our W cellar that arrived, so super excited to stack that into the wine rack in the fridge.
We still need to do a lot of cleaning. It's all last-minute niggles that we just need to make sure is perfect.
All right, it's that time. I hope our deals are ready, because you know what's about to go down.
This is good.
Okay, let's do it.
Officially, that means the inside of our homes is complete, or maybe not. Well, there's no time left because the judges have arrived.
Next up, the judges view their spaces, and with 12 signature bottles up for grabs, this decision could swing the entire competition.
We're Carla,
Tito, and Mario, the CTM homemakers. Your partners in all things style, value, and DIY.
My name is Tanya Mokotsi, the GM for W Cellar, a premium liquor destination that curates the best selection of wine, spirits, and beers. I love design because it brings out your personality, the elements that you bring in, the aesthetic that you go for, as well as how you incorporate design in almost everything that you do.
The entrance hall should be welcoming. It should be light and bright, but it should give me an idea of the person who lives there and also what I can expect in the rest of the house to sort of read as a story.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, hello.
This to me should be the most inviting space in the home. Elements from an aesthetic point of view should be visible in the entryway. They should give you a sense of personality, of what to expect, and the people that live in the house.
Welcome to our entrance hall. This space in particular is very special to us because this is like technically the first puzzle piece, but in this case, our last puzzle piece to the puzzle. Here you will see all of the materials that we feature throughout our home with our gorgeous oak and our cork from, of course, Laurie Weed. We also have solid walnut going up our stairs, and above you we have gorgeous pops of color and wallpaper from Paul Signol and Robin Sprong. This to us is something different than we've been doing in our home, but we absolutely love how it ties everything together.
Being Shannon, there's all the elements in small volumes that you're going to find throughout the entire property. Welcoming, warm, a little bit of excitement as well.
Right behind you, our powder room. That is quite a funky one. We had so much fun with that one. We love the tiles that we used in this cutlery and decided to carry that through and actually use some oxides to color the grout in there to match perfectly with our beautiful ceiling light that we had hanging down.
Come through our entry hall, you'll find our lovely wine cellar. We made sure that it's extremely accessible. We also have some of the PG bison boards that we used from the upstairs ceilings that we used for the racking there. It's also lit up, and you'll see that we left adequate space for more bottles, hopefully to come our way. And yeah, these are all the bottles that we've collected so far during our journey, and we're really, really proud to be able to display them.
We also decided to add in a wine fridge because we are Shannon, so it's white wine, and what better day than today to enjoy a cold glass of white wine.
Our wine rack will comfortably hold 55 bottles, and then we can store additional 20 in the wine fridge as well. So, you know, there's adequate space for wine here.
Something that's very special to us as well is the cork backing, and it ties in with the gorgeous light from Laurie Weed. These lights here, we actually DIY'd and made ourselves from some leftover cork that we attached to the oak and put in our own lights.
Yeah.
And my first impression when I walk into a house signature Shannon is it's cool, it's welcoming, and when I say cool, it's like it almost gives you a feeling of it is cooler in temperature-wise, which is lovely, and I'm sure in winter it'll feel warmer because of all the wood.
So we've been very fortunate to partner with AfriSam through this process, and as you can see, the off-shutter concrete work right here is absolutely fabulous. It would be a crime to cover this up.
I love the use of the cork, but just wanted to ask, I see you've got a wine fridge, as you mentioned, and for the reds, did you also consider temperature control when it comes to that?
That's probably something we should definitely take into consideration, considering that it's Paarl and it gets scorching hot here. So actually a very good point as well.
And why did you decide to use the oak in conjunction with the walnut?
So this is a bit of a thing that's been going on. We like wood, and we think it's a great juxtaposition. You know, we wanted to create something that invites your eye upwards, draws you in.
When I walk into House Signature Shannon, I get the feeling of this is going to be interesting, like I want to see more. So they've definitely been consistent in the execution of their design choice with their entries as well.
So what I really like is obviously the slanted shelves, the use of wood. I think that's always nice.
I agree
it's
with
traditional.
Brings a bit of warmth.
It does, it does. I like that they brought a bit of lighting in, and the lighting is soft, so it's not UV light, so it won't damage the wine. Love the use of cork.
Yeah, I think that's quite a special touch.
I am wowed by Signature Shannon's wine cellar. I like the use of the cork, basically bringing it back to wine. Love that there's a fridge.
For white wines?
Especially because I'm a bubbly girl, so at least I know that I'm going to leave here with a cold glass of bubbly.
And what I really like about the design is that they squared it off and they didn't just rely on the triangle that sort of gives away. It's underneath the staircase.
Yeah. This is a fun powder room.
Yeah.
I like that it doesn't feel like an afterthought.
Yes, definitely.
Because I do think often in design, the powder room, the guest bathroom, things like that often get left behind. A very interesting powder room. I love that they were playful with color. What really brings this powder room to life for me is this beautiful green tile from CTM on the wall, all the way from the ceiling to the floor. Again, the consistency of the green, but the style just creates a certain ambience in this powder room.
A certain calmness, I would almost
A certain calmness, yes. Love the storage cabinet here on the side. It's very practical, and I absolutely love that they put a door there. It's not your traditional open floating shelves. Yes. And the pop of color that you won't expect to find. They definitely have switched it up a little bit. The unconventional basin with that statement pillar piece and that beautiful marble, again, consistent with what they've used in the rest of the house. Absolutely stunning.
Do you like the little light?
Oh yes, the little...
Yeah, let's celebrate.
No.
Or
let it rip.
Let it rip.
That's fun. Now, this is a staircase that I find extremely practical, and purely because there's a rail there.
There you go.
So going up the stairs, and it feels sophisticated. I like that. I love that this wall is closed up, so there's privacy here.
Yeah.
This is a solid execution. Yeah.
Oh, well done. How's it? Okay, next one. Hello, guys.
Hello. Hello.
Our signature Shiraz. The afternoon sunlight coming through those big windows onto the staircase, welcoming, warm feeling is the first thing I feel.
It's lovely to welcome you guys in House Signature Shiraz. We are the one and only red bottle of the 3 houses. So we have the opportunity to go a little bit more bold, a bit moody, and a bit out of the box. And that is exactly what we've given you this week. We've gone with a beautiful minimalistic entrance hall with our AfriSam off-shutter concrete wall. We didn't want to distract too much from that beautiful AfriSam concrete wall. So we kept it really minimalistic, fresh and welcoming. And then in the powder room, it's the one room that should feel like a little escape from the rest of the house. So we went bold with a beautiful artwork from Rossi. It's quite the conversation starter. When you're looking around, open up your cell phones, open up that app, have a look at our artwork. There's a little bit of a surprise to it.
We also went for a bold pendant. It's a South African designer, Mesh T Designs. All those colors ties into House Shiraz. So if you walk around the house, you'll pick up on the oranges, the burgundies, the greens, the blacks. And we really wanted to tie that entrance for you.
I have looked around. You always surprise me with the snack. So is it because I was away last week or? Are you angry at me?
If you were here last week, you would have had a main meal.
One thing I need to and I want to compliment you on is the entrance hall here. I think not to block this off, because in Paul you obviously get the late afternoon sun, big window. Not closed there, it's open, so you always have this natural light when you walk in. So I think that whatever design, who thought about that, well done. What I like about the staircase, space, the balustrade is open, so you've got the natural light flowing in and it leads you to your pajama lounge.
So there's quite a bit of additional space in your cellar here, which is amazing and very practical. But to enable that, it should take away some space from the scullery on the back of the cellar.
We did not. So in the beginning, we were offered the opportunity to either keep the retaining wall between the staircase passage and our scullery, and we decided to keep that wall. There's not really an appliance that we want to hide underneath the wall because there's limits to the slope of the staircase from your scullery side. So we really wanted to keep it open, hence the use of mirror at the bottom of our staircase. It's really there to enhance the feeling that you get from the foyer.
The space between the staircase and the wall on the left side is quite narrow, so they've managed to create that illusion of additional space with the recessed cellar. So I love that. So how many bottles in total can fit into your cellar?
Sure.
I think on top there's about 36 and it can be 36 as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so you got big plans.
Yes.
Well, we are in the winelands.
So with all the space that you had, was there any consideration in terms of bringing in a fridge, or is it that because you're focusing on reds, it was deliberate that you did not bring that in as an element?
So we have a fridge located right around the corner. So to combine that into one area, we didn't quite think that way because we know close by there is refrigeration. A fridge would be a lovely addition to add. We do have electrical points in position, so should you want to alter it in the future, the option is there.
One thing that I worry about is temperature control, right? It is hot in this area, so you do need to manage the temperature. It should be around between 12 and 15 degrees. And I think they could have used a fridge.
Overall, it makes a beautiful statement, especially coming from the kitchen side. You see that reflection of the wine in that space.
Right.
Okay.
Father room.
For me, I think I would have liked a little bit more layered lighting. I think a little bit more ambient light, soften the space.
I like the storage, because you don't have any storage space down there. That is just a feature.
I find the artwork quite interesting. I heard there's a story to it, so...
Better than you and me, so good luck. Let's see what you have. Yes, so that's a next level phone, sure.
Let's see.
Oh,
wow.
Sure.
It like comes to life.
Yeah, wow.
You have to tell all your guests to bring their phones to the toilet, right?
I think everyone does it anyway, so, but this is way better than going through TikTok or something.
For sure.
Sure, I'm blown away. These butterflies, I can just see my little girl spending time in that bathroom, actually, in that bathroom. That is like next level. To add value, I think bring in the natural sunlight for me, that is the value add here. The pendant is nice, I love it, it's big. They just have to drop that by, say, by a meter, because you need to see that to appreciate it.
Coming up, the other duos impressed, but will House Signature Chardonnay earn the same positive reaction? A sanctuary for restoration defined by a bed that inspires.
How much can you endure? This is how much we can. Caesarstone, designed to endure life.
Hello, you're by yourself again. It reminds me of that song, On the Road Alone Again.
CJ, you haven't been around for a minute. I am alone, riding solo at the moment. But yeah, Beulah's back in Joburg. I'm just handling a few personal things, but she'll be back.
Correct. Hopefully she's back soon, but I know you can take pressure, so.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Our signature Chardonnay. Eastern afternoon, warm sunlight on my back. I felt warm and welcome when I walked into the front entrance.
Welcome to House Signature Chardonnay entrance, which includes the wine cellar, the stairs, as well as the powder room. Starting with the wine cellar, you can see that this is, thanks to Display Wine, a beautiful custom sleek unit where it is literally running right under the stairs with some beautiful LEDs. This is on a beautiful backdrop of an oak board, and this is something that we've maintained through the house. This is a material I'm absolutely obsessed with because it's got the champagne stain, which is from Jack's Wax. And yeah, that's our subtle antique finish to the space. And this is currently holding approximately 40 bottles at the moment.
Is that a brag?
It's a brag, it's a brag. Moving on to the stairs, you'll see that this is a unique design of a rail, and it actually leads your eye up all the way to the staircase. And this is where you'll see the beautiful local art that I got from a local market. And this is just a special touch. And we've always done a touch of black in house Chardonnay, and this is just accentuating that. There's some gorgeous footlights as well. And moving on to the powder room, this is a space where we've actually encompassed all the materials that we've used in the house. We've got the lime wash on the walls, we've got the continued oak, as well as a really special light from Greg Marsh. Another material that I used in the powder room is the smoke stone from Caesarstone, and this is a stone that we've featured in and around the house, especially the mantle back there. So this is just our touch of black in the powder room, and it's just to tie the whole house together because that's what we do. We have a touch of black everywhere. You'll see as you go to the powder room, there's a really beautiful light. That's a Stephen Pickus light, and it's actually a version of the dining room light, but just made for the entrance as well.
I like this staircase. How did you fix it onto the stairs? Do you know how they fix it? Did they drill in?
Yeah, so they drilled it right into the actual concrete.
Very practical execution.
Thank you so much.
I think I like the rugs that they used.
Yes, yeah.
They look nice. I like the use of lighting.
Yep.
You can see that they didn't use UV light, so it won't really damage the wine.
Expert, I like it.
Right. From a function again, I think I would have preferred the space to be enclosed.
Okay, so this one is quite different for me in terms of all the others. It's much more calm, which I actually quite enjoy. I really, really like the vanity setup. I love the continuity of the plinth that runs through. I think that's what sort of ties the spaces together for me. And some storage. What I like about the powder room is the fact that the floor flows throughout from the entrance into the powder room, so that it's not a break in the floor line with another tile now, so I really like that.
Definitely the focal point for me is this beautiful vanity basin running all the way down to the floor. This plinth design, you just can't get enough of it, right?
I like
it's just so new. I think they could have maybe added additional shelves here.
Yeah.
But I understand why they wanted to put that pendant there. It's a nice focal point. Our Signature Chardonnay did a wonderful job with their powder room. When I walk into the space, it feels elegant, it feels light and inviting. So that ticks the box in that aspect. And again, very consistent with their living room, their dining room, and their kitchen.
First thing, it's nice, light, bright.
Quite simple.
Quite simple.
I do like the way that they brought the balustrade in slightly to save space on that side.
It creates more space, and it's a thin profile, but again, it invites your eyes up to the pajama lounge. It does exactly what a staircase needs to do. Pendant flows from the dining area. I like the foot lighting. It's also
yes, I think that's quite
nice feature.
As always, a reminder that there's 600,000 Rand up for grabs, compliments of Capitec, of which 300,000 Rand will go to the duo that has collected the most signature bottles at the end of it all. Once again, one duo is walking away with a full, complete, perfect score of 12 signature bottles. Would you guys like to see the verdict?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, in third place, and with 7 signature bottles, House Signature Chardonnay.
Yeah. From first to last. That was a bit of a letdown, it always is.
Obviously, this means that one of these boxes has 12 signature bottles. But in second place for this challenge, and sitting with 8 signature bottles, House Signature Shiraz.
Didn't expect that. 8 bottles, maybe 10. That's worth a 10. I think our cellar needed to win.
What this means, with a perfect score of 12 signature bottles, House Signature Shannon is the winner once again of this challenge. Congratulations, guys. Talk to me about this victory feeling.
Yeah, today has been a long day. There were plenty of times when we thought we're not going to get done. This makes it feel so worth it, honestly. We're really, really happy.
Janelle, what's the emotion?
Speechless. Happy. What a awesome way to end off the interior.
Which duo do you think deserves to win? Make sure you add your voice by voting for your favorite on mydesignrules.tv to help decide who walks away with the 100,000 Rand viewers prize from Capitec. With only until midnight Tuesday 9 December left to vote, will House Signature Chardonnay stay in the lead? While you're online, head over to our socials and stand a chance of winning 5,000 Rand for yourself, courtesy of Capitec, by telling us whose entrance hall is your favorite. Make sure you include hashtag #BankOnBetter and hashtag MyDesignRules. Comp closes Sunday 14 December. T's and C's apply.
With the inside of their homes complete, they'll now need to work hard to make sure that the outside looks good too. And they'll need to take the beauty of the interiors and extend it outside on the final challenge before the grand finale. We'll see you there.
Could one of the My Design Rules homes in the beautiful Cape Winelands be your dream home? Now's your chance to find out. Come and see them in person and experience the inspired design, premium finishes, and exceptional lifestyle. Join us on Friday the 12th, Saturday the 13th, or Sunday the 14th of December for exclusive guided viewings from the on-site sales office. Reserve your spot at mydesignrules.tv. Availability is limited, so book soon.
My Design Rules was brought to you by Capitec. Bank on better.
Another feel-good production.